Kim Jong-un staged an elaborate show last week when he invited reporters to witness what the North Koreans claimed was the demolition of its nuclear test site. Our Ben Tracy was the only American broadcast network correspondent to witness it. He and his CBS News team began their 15-hour journey to the site from Wonsan on North Korea's east coast.
We're just getting off the bus here in Wonsan, and this is the train we're going to take to North Korea's nuclear test site. They've told us this is a special North Korean train. These are our accommodations for the next 11 hours. One problem, though, our government minders came by and told us this shade has to be down the entire time. Apparently, they don't want us to see out the window, see perhaps how people are living in North Korea.
But we did catch a few glimpses of everyday life. The brightly colored apartment buildings and North Koreans riding bikes on the street. We saw very few cars on the roads. On the train, waiters in white jackets served an elaborate 10-course meal, an unexpected and somewhat uncomfortable experience given that most North Koreans live in poverty.
So we just got off the train. We spent about 11 hours on the train overnight, and the next part of the journey is a car ride. They tell us that will last for about 4 hours.
But our ride on the bumpy dirt road took less than 2 hours. When we arrived at North Korea's Punggye-ri nuclear test site, the beauty of the setting was a stark contrast to the purpose of this place.
So this is the entrance to tunnel number 2 here at North Korea's nuclear test site. This is where they have conducted 5 of their 6 nuclear tests over the last couple of years. And you can see they have now strung up explosives in there. They plan to blow this up so they can no longer use it.
3, 2, 1, blast!
With a series of large explosions,
Blast!
North Korea claims it destroyed its once treasured testing grounds, used since 2006 to build increasingly powerful nuclear weapons. In its last test here back in September, the regime says it detonated a hydrogen bomb.
North Korea is allowing journalists to walk right up to these nuclear test tunnels, and they tell us there is no concern about radiation, that they have never detected any here at the site. But the one thing they did confiscate from our luggage when we arrived in the country was our equipment to detect radiation.
We were led around the once highly secretive site for nearly 9 hours, watching as the North Koreans say they completely destroyed all 3 remaining test tunnels.
So they've told us we could come double check and see with our own eyes that these tunnels have been destroyed, but these are all journalists here. There are no outside experts that can actually verify that what they've done here has made this site unusable.
Officials say they brought journalists here in order to be transparent and claim that all this destruction is a sign that what North Korea really wants is peace. For Face the Nation, Ben Tracy, CBS News, at North Korea's nuclear test site.
We want to thank Ben and his CBS News team, producer Chris Leibel, and cameraman and editor Randy Schmidt for their reporting. We'll be back in a moment.